Good morning, guys. Just gonna have some breakfast out on the deck. I made some overnight oatmeal and I have some fresh fruit, and I'm gonna show you because those strawberries are fresh right out of our garden, and some overnight oatmeal, and it's really warm. I had a coffee when I first got up, so I'm just gonna have a cold bevy right now, some San Pellegrino. So yeah, enjoy the sunshine out here on the deck and decide what we're gonna do today. So I'll check in with you guys soon. Hey guys, just heading out the door now. I'm going to go and get a pedicure. If I could ever get the door locked. I never use the front door. I always park in the garage, so it really sucks that the door is broken. But I think husband said he's got somebody coming to look at it on Friday, so hopefully they also fix it on Friday. So I will check in with you guys once I get to the nail salon. So pretty, thank you. Hey guys, we're going to do some cinnamon buns. I have a quick and easy recipe that happens to be vegan, but you can use dairy products if you like. It's just that I have non-dairy products in the house, so that's the recipe that I'm going to use tonight. So what I've done is I've just heated up 3/4 of a cup of my coconut milk in the microwave with 2 tablespoons of the Becel, or Becel, however you pronounce it, vegan margarine. So just till it's just slightly warm. You don't want to scald it hot. And then I'm going to give that a stir around. And then I have a packet here of Fleischmann's Quick Rise yeast. So we're going to use the whole pack. And we're going to just pour it in here. And I'm also going to add about a teaspoon of this brown sugar. There we go. So now I'm going to give this a quick stir. Then I'm going to let it sit and it'll activate. Take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for the yeast to activate. And you'll actually see it foaming. It'll start to foam up, and that's how you'll know that it's ready to start using. So, and then to this dish here, I am going to add two cups of just regular unbleached white flour, more or less, as I pour it all over the place. So there's 2 cups of flour, probably about 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. So I'm just going to put some in the palm of my hand, put that in there, and we'll just give that a little mix around. And then we'll just kind of form a well in the middle for when we pour in our wet ingredients. So I will check back with you guys in about 5 minutes when the yeast is activated. Okay guys, so if you can see here, our yeast is like really doubled in volume. We've got a lot of foam on the top, which is what we wanted. So I'm going to add now a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to give it a stir here. And then I'm just going to pour it right into the center of my bowl with my flour and salt. And I've got this stirring spoon here, so I'm just going to start stirring it around, incorporating it together. So now what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of flour down on your counter or your cutting board, whatever you're using, and then take your dough and move it out to the floured surface, and then you just want to knead it just to incorporate all the dough together. So once you've got a nice consistency of a ball that's non-sticky, you can just wipe out the dish that you use to mix in. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit. You can use some oil, some canola oil, some vegetable oil, the margarine that you were using in your recipe. I'm just going to use some spray vegetable, and I'm also going to just give a light spray on the top. So now I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to go put it over on the stove, on the top of my stove. I've turned my oven on already to preheat, and there's a little vent that comes at the top there. So that's warm enough in that area for this dough to rise. And it should double in size, and it should take, about an hour. So I'm going to go put that over there, and I will check back with you guys in an hour. Hey guys, so this is our dough. It has definitely doubled in size. I'm just going to put it on some floured surface here. So the idea now is that you want to roll it out nice and thin. So that looks pretty good to me. So now what you want to do is melt, I should have pre-done this, is melt a couple of tablespoons of butter or vegan margarine in the microwave. So that is a half a cup there, so that's at least a basis that we can go from. And here's our butter. So just take a brush, a pastry brush, and you just want to get that nice and coated. now what you want to do is sprinkle your brown sugar as evenly as possible. Now I'm going to say a teaspoon for argument's sake, but because this has a shaker and it's just going to make it easier, I'm just going to use the shaker. So a generous amount, teaspoon, teaspoon and a half. And then I love adding apple to our cinnamon rolls. So this is just one green apple that's been peeled, cored, and then coarsely chopped. Now we're going to just start rolling it up. So just take an end and then evenly start rolling. So I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut each half to make 3. So again, it's not an exact. All right, so now we have 6 pieces. Butter a glass Pyrex dish. You want to make sure that it's good in grease because you don't want it to stick. There you go. And then you just place them inside. There's one. And you leave a little bit of space in between because they are definitely going to expand. And then I'm going to take the rest of the butter that we had, and I'm going to brush it onto the top, and it's just going to go right down inside all the different layers. So now we're just going to take some plastic wrap, we're going to cover the top, we're going to set it on the stove for about 10 minutes. Probably as long as it would take to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Mine is already preheated though. I had it on because I used it as to sort of quicken the rising of the dough in the first place. So I'm going to just put this back on top of the stove and for about 10 minutes, and then we'll get it in the oven, guys. So they kind of doubled in size pretty quickly here. So yeah, so you don't have to let them like rise twice and 3 times and all that stuff. So 10 minutes after the first rise and they're ready to go in the oven already, guys. So I'm going to pop them in, and I'll touch base with you when they're done. Hey guys, so check it out. Our apple cinnamon rolls are out of the oven now. And I made just a basic icing, which is 1 cup of icing sugar and about 2 tablespoons of coconut milk. So I'm just gonna drizzle this. There you have it, guys. I'll put the recipe down below in the video. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. Yummo. Can't wait for this to get in my tummy. Just finished cleaning up the kitchen and gonna get these video clips up on the computer so I can start to edit and yeah, head off to bed. So tomorrow I have a root canal. I had a partial one. Actually, it wasn't even really a root canal. They prepped for a root canal 3 weeks ago, so tomorrow I'm actually going in for the root canal, so that'll be a long procedure. It's also husband and I's 32nd wedding anniversary. We were married July 13th, 1985, so that's why we went out on the weekend and celebrated, because I don't think I'm going to be up to too much tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyhow, guys, I'm hoping that I get to do more than that root canal tomorrow, but it's supposed to be nice out, so fingers crossed that we can make that happen. I hope you enjoyed the recipe that I did tonight for the cinnamon buns, the apple cinnamon buns. So like I said, I will put the recipe down below, and if you guys try it, let me know what you think of it. And yeah, other than that, guys, that's about it for today. So thank you for joining me on my adventures today, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and as always, please leave a comment, because I'd love to hear from you. And remember, guys, until tomorrow, be good to yourself.